Have you ever seen those viral threads where people ask, people who used to feel tired and fatigued all the time, but now feel full of energy, what did you do? This post blew up in Reddit. Over 1,700 people shared what changed their life, and about 80% of them said the same two things. I started working out, I cleaned up my diet. But here's the frustrating part. You did the workouts, you ate clean, and you still didn't feel better. So, what's going on? As a certified sports nutritionist and a certified personal trainer, the problem is usually in two places: how you train and how your body turns food into usable energy. Let's start with training. A lot of people train in one of two patterns. Pattern number one, they repeat the same plan every week. Same workouts, same intensity, same everything. Pattern number two, they believe in progressive overload. Progressive overload is solid. The problem is trying to force it every day. More weight, more reps, more sets, even one more push-up. That sounds disciplined, but if your goal is to feel more energetic, this always add more approach can backfire fast. In training, this is often called linear loading. Professional training doesn't advocate this as a long-term approach. In the book, Periodization, Theory and Methodology of Training also makes this clear, noting that it not only fails to improve performance, but also leaves the trainee highly fatigued. So, if you are 2 or 3 weeks in and you feel less energized, more tired, more sore, sleeping worse, that's a sign your training is not building you. It's borrowing energy from tomorrow. It's overdraft. Here are 3 programs designed specifically for energy. 1 home bodyweight plan, 2 gym equipment plans. And I want you to notice what's different from most workout plans. Difference number 1, instead of forcing progressive every day, you rotate intensities. Each week is split into 3 types of days: heavy day, medium day, light day. For the home plan, take push-ups as an example. Heavy day, a harder variation like feet elevated push-ups. Medium day, standard push-up. Light day, an easier variation like incline push-ups. Same idea with weights in a gym. You keep similar exercises, but you change the load. This isn't about making it sound fancy. It's about hitting 2 goals at the same time: more energy and a stronger, more athletic look. In strength training and exercise physiology, 2 leading authorities, Williams and Stephen, discuss this approach systematically in their book, Periodization Breakthrough, the ultimate training system. In the field, this training method is generally referred to as a non-linear periodization program. Difference number 2, it's not a weekly loop, it's a 3-week cycle. Most workout plans look like a school timetable. Same split, same workouts, same intensity, right? Every week. But energy-focused training shouldn't be copy-pasted weekly. It's built around a 3-week cycle. Yes, each week still has heavy, medium, light days. But the key is, over 3 weeks, each muscle group rotates through all 3 intensities in a balanced way. So you train enough to improve and recover enough to actually feel better. After 3 weeks, you start the next cycle. When I ran this style of training for over a year, the biggest change wasn't just strength or body composition. It was this feeling that after training, I was more charged than when I started. That's one line from sports medicine finally clicked for me. Exercise can be medicine, and it can be poison. The difference is the dose. Get the dose right, it heals. Get it wrong, it drains you. But if you want to boost your energy fast, changing your workout plan alone isn't enough. Working out still uses energy, and it takes time to show results. If you want to feel more awake right away, the quickest lever is food. In just one meal, simply change the order, like eating vegetables before potato, can decide whether you feel sleepy after you eat. That's how immediate the impact of diet can be. A lot of athletes, celebrities, and busy professionals say, once I cleaned up my diet, my energy improved. And that's true for many people. If you cut down on high sugar, greasy food, ultra-processed snacks, a lot of people do feel better quickly. But I've also seen another pattern. People are already eating clean, like my clients. Lean protein, vegetables, nuts, pretty solid meals, right? And this still tells me, by afternoon I'm exhausted, I'm sleepy, a nap doesn't even fix it. This happens most often in 3 groups. Group 1, people who smoke or live around secondhand smoke. Group 2, people under long-term high stress. They can't sleep after training and need days to recover. Group 3, people with chronic sleep deprivation, disrupted circadian rhythms, or sleep apnea. These three groups have something in common. Their food-to-energy conversion system isn't running efficiently. Let's take a look at Chapter 2 of Practical Application in Sports Nutrition, written by Professor Fink. The process of breaking down food is like taking apart Lego. Beef, vegetables, bread, whatever you eat, your body takes it apart into smaller units called high-energy electrons. Those electrons are sent to your cell's power plants, the mitochondria, where they move through a production line called the electron transport chain. This process ultimately helps you convert nutrients into usable energy. If that production line slows down, you can eat clean and still feel foggy, flat, and tired. And things like smoking, constant stress, too much training, long-term sleep loss can all reduce how well that energy system runs. If you look at the academic collection, recent advances in mitochondrial medicine and coenzyme Q10, two electron carriers in the electron transport chain that comes up a lot are CoQ10 and cytochrome C. You can think of them like FedEx driver en route, shuttling electrons to the right stop. Without them, the electrons don't get delivered and you don't get energy. Now, here's an important point. Cytochrome C is a protein. If you swallow it, your digestive system treats it like food protein. It gets broken down, so for most people, it's not a practical supplement. CoQ10 is different. It's used in the body's energy system, and it's one of the few supplements researchers discuss for mitochondrial support. If you want an easy way to get enough coenzyme from your everyday diet, the simplest move is to eat fish once a week, ideally fattier fish like sardines, salmon, or tuna. If you are okay with organ meats, options like pork liver or chicken hearts are basically a fast-charged version. When you cook them, try to avoid deep frying or cooking at high heat for a long time, because that may reduce how active the nutrients are. Steaming, quick stir-frying, or braising is a better choice. But if you want to raise your coenzyme level faster in a short term, you can also consider supplements. CoQ10 usually comes in two common forms, ubiquinol and ubiquinol. In your body, these two forms can change into each other based on what most studies and real-world nutrition practice often suggest. If in the past 6 months, you've had headaches again and again, feel tired and stressed in the daytime, or your sleep has been awful, choose ubiquinol. It's the best value for the money, and for most people it's more than enough. After about 2 to 3 weeks, many people start to notice the change. Even if they slept very little the night before, they don't feel as drained the next day. But if any of this fit you, frequent diarrhea in the past 6 months, more late nights, and a clear jump in stress, or age 55 plus, consider upgrading to ubiquinol. It absorbs better, which is why it usually costs more. Okay, that's it for today. Try the plan and consider add-ons like CoQ10 as needed. Tell me how it feels. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm Kate. Bye.